Hello, Trial Talk Facebook members and Trial Talk YouTube subscribers. I'm using some streaming software this morning, guys. Now, I don't know whether this is the first time that I've used this software. So I'm hoping that it all works. I've got green ticks everywhere on the screen. What I'm trying to do this morning, guys, is stream to the YouTube channel. But I'm also streaming through to the Facebook group at the same time. So I'm trying to hit like two birds with one stone type of thing. It's something that I noticed a lot of guys are doing lately. Or Eric, if you're watching, Eric, it's something that a lot of guys are doing where they're streaming to multiple platforms at once. So they haven't got to keep saving and uploading to different channels and stuff like that. But I want to talk to the YouTube subs and the Trial Talk Facebook group members at the same time. So this is a great way of doing it. Now, I'm not sure on the comment situation with this one, guys. So if you are watching, I've just had a comment pop up on my desktop saying "my man," but it doesn't give me the name. So I'm going to quickly go on my little secondary backup screen here, which is my live feed to the Facebook group to see. Here we go. Well, I have to mute that. So I'll mute that so you're not getting echo coming through. Just so I can see who's commenting. So I can see Melanie Bowles watching. Hi, Mel. Hope you're keeping well. I hope your knees on the mend, mate. Sorry to hear about your knee dramas that are going on. Hope you can get recovered quickly. Oh, that's not muted. Let's try that. Yeah, morning, guys. If you've just jumped on, I'm trying to stream to two platforms this morning. So I'm trying to work out who's watching and who's commenting. So let's have a look. Mark Neeson. Of course, it's Mark Neeson. Up with the birds every morning, ain't you, mate? Morning, Mark. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've got the names on here. So the names. Yeah, cheers, Mark, for putting your name in, which has now come through the desktop. But yeah, with this streaming software, guys, basically I can't see your name, but I can see your comment. So that's why I've got my little phone here, just so I can see who's commenting. But anyway, good morning to everyone. It's Stu from Trial Talk. I'm streaming across the YouTube channel and the Facebook group. If you're not familiar with Trial Talk at all, and you're watching this on either of these platforms, you might be a new member, or you might be scrolling on YouTube, and I've just popped up. We've got a Facebook group on Facebook, Trial Talk Plasterers Help Group. If you're not on there, guys, consider joining the group. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel as well. We cover everything plastering related, on and off the tools. We help lads with things like self-employment dramas, marketing, as well as issues that you might be facing on the job. You can post all your work photos up and any questions you've got about the trade. Anyway, today I want to give you some news. So we've just had Rich Welfare on, who's done a live stream with myself talking all about his spray plastering journey. I want to be doing a few more of these like podcast live stream type things for you, as I think they're really valuable, and they make an impact rather than just putting a post up. So these live videos gives them a chance to sort of come on and say their piece and plug their products and services and share their journey with us. So I think it's a good thing we can keep doing on the group, do more of them. But next up, we've got Joel Cook. You all know who Cookie is, and he's got a really interesting story about growing his first business, growing it really big, realizing it wasn't for him, and then downscaling. So you all see him on his YouTube channel. He's a characterful lad, and he's got a lot of value to share, which he does. But I'm excited to get him on next and have a good chat with him. Just going to check these comments, guys. So, good morning, Alabi. Good morning, Colby. Alabi, I've not seen you on the group for a while, brother. I think you've tried to post some stuff and it's not coming through, mate. So not sure whether that's like a technical issue or an issue your end, but every time I see your post, where you normally post your videos and stuff, they're not coming through. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that with Alibi's posts. Yeah, you might want to check out and see what's going on your end, Alibi, with your photos and your videos, because they're not showing on Trial Talk, not to me anyway. But yeah, good morning, guys. If you've just jumped on and you're watching, appreciate you jumping on. Drop a comment in. Again, I'm going to have to sort of look at both screens because the screen on the desktop doesn't show who's commenting and who's watching. So I'm trying to keep tabs of that by looking at my phone at the same time. That's why I'm multitasking. Anyway, yeah, so we've got Cookie coming up next on the live streams, and I'm hoping to get him on next month. I've just made a really good little thumbnail, which is a picture of Cookie standing on his steps hacking off render, which is really, really cool. So we've sorted that out. So I'll get that posted up later, and we'll use that as like the events picture for Cookie. But I've had chats with James Fish as well, who's I think he's a Bristol lad, domestic plasterer, and he was planning to come on and offer some tips down on domestic work, hacks and tips for winning more domestic work, and how he keeps his customers sweet is probably, in a nutshell, probably what the topic would be about with James. But I need to get a date sorted with James, and then also Pete Carter. Pete Carter is planning to come on at some point. He's given me the thumbs up for a live stream as well, where he can share his journey, inventing tools, being on the tools. I don't know how many years he's been on the tools. Pete, how many years have you been on the tools? Drop a comment in. If you're not on here now, you're still snoring. Drop a comment in a bit later on when you watch this. How long have you been on the tools for, Pete? And when did you? Here's a question for you on the run up to our live stream, Pete. When did you invent your first product? Was it the socket bead, or was it something else that you tried to get out there first? So there's a question for you, mate. Got 14 people watching this, so I'm not the only one that's out in the dark this morning. Let's have a look. This beats Good Morning Britain. Who's writing there? I've got to see. Let's put some names to the comments. Right then, we've got good morning, Chris Davidson from Oz. What time is it in Australia, Chris? Good morning, Doz. Good morning, Marcus. Marcus Barron. Well, this beats Good Morning Britain. I don't know about that, mate. If you want to watch some random plasterer from the West Midlands sat in his man cave rambling on about plastering topics, then I'm not sure the rest of the nation would appreciate it, but appreciate the comments, brother. Right, tool giveaway. The purpose of this little attempt at live streaming, I don't know if it's worked. I've got green ticks everywhere on the screen, so I'm assuming that it's coming through the YouTube channel and through to you guys on Facebook. So anyway, listen. This here is a trowel that me and Matt pulled off the shelf in, where did we get it from? I think it might have been Build Base, not sure. This is a refiner. I think they called them Mediflexes. I'm not sure, but it's going back a few years now. But all these Superflex trials were coming out. We got a couple of them and basically said these are crap. And they got hung up on the van. And that's because we didn't know how to use them. We were trying to use flexible trowels to lay on, flatten and finish plaster, and as you know, that's not what they're designed for. But then a few years after that, these things came out. I think they're called Mediflexes or something like that. I'm not sure. Where they upgraded the steel a little bit, so they're not quite as flexible as the original Superflexes. But this trowel has been sat on my van for a number of years, and it ain't getting used. Right, it ain't getting used, and it's virtually new. It's been used like half a dozen times. Look, it's got hardly any wear on it. But this trowel is quite rigid. You can lay on with this, you can flatten with it, and you can finish with it. So it's like a semi-flexible trowel. It's not flexy, and it's not what I would call a laying on trowel. It's like a midway between the two. That's up for grabs. That's up for a giveaway. But over the years, I've accumulated. None of this stuff's brand new, by the way, so don't get too excited. Over the years, I've accumulated so much fucking kit. I don't know about you, where you buy tools and they end up just sitting in your shed or sitting in your van, and you're not using them. And I was thinking today, I've got loads of these hand tools, loads. I've not got them all with me, but I thought I'd bring a few out to show you. So I've got little margin trowels, little refiner margin trowels, Rafina, however you want to say it. I've got loads of these little things. So there's like a 30 mil there. I've got 100 mil margin trowel there. Use these around your door, you know, your margins around your doors and things like that underneath your sockets. I've done videos on these small hand tools before. Anyway, point being, guys, what I want to do is get a kit bag together of all my spare kit, which I'll clean up, and none of it's too fossilized. It's all decent gear, but it is used. But it's stuff I'm not using, and it's stuff that has just been piling up over the years. Loads of hand tools, pointing trowels. I've got a Marshalltown extra light that is well worn in. It'll be perfect for anyone starting out who needs a trowel. So rather than going out spending 50, 60 quid on a trowel, you might be a budding spread or an apprentice or a learner or someone that just needs some kit, which was the case for me when I first started. I had no money. So if that's the case for you and you're looking to get some kit, I'm going to give away a load of these trowels. I've got a refiner. I keep saying refiner. I know it's pronounced Rafina. I've got a Rafina float as well. Relatively cheap, but again, why buy one if I'm going to give you one? This has been used like 4 or 5 times. Float up your sand and cement and your hard wall and whatnot. I'll throw that in the kit bag. So I've got loads and loads of tools that are just sat in my garage that I'm not using them. So the plan is to pile them all into a bag. You've got to live in the UK, of course. Pile them all into a bag, and one of you lucky people out there can get your hands on some kit if you need some kit. So I know most of you watching probably thinking I've got 100 fucking trowels myself that I don't need. So what do I want your second-hand kit? Which, if that's the case, fair enough. I'm talking to the people that might not have any money. They might be in a situation where they haven't got any tools, and these will come in really handy for them rather than sitting in my shed. So let's check. Right, we've got Alibi has responded. Yeah, I'm going to do some videos and I'm going to upload them to the group. I've got a problem with my old account. There you go. That explains it then. Hope you get that sorted, Alibi. Alan, good morning. Good morning, buddy. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Stuart. Thanks for everyone for jumping on this morning. I know you probably got to get going in the van in a minute, so I won't ramble on for too long. Peter Gray. Morning, Pete. I have one good trowel if you use it at the right time. Yeah, I agree, mate. Nice handle on it as well, Pete. It's leather. I thought it was cork. It's not. It's like a leather, brown leather. Nothing wrong with this trowel. I'm not trying to fob you off with a load of shit kit. These are still decent kit. It's just I don't use them for whatever reason. I just don't pick the trowel up. You've probably got hundreds of trowels yourself where you've bought them and you just don't pick them up because you're always going back to your old trowels that are worn in, like your Marshalltowns. And we all do it. We've all got surplus trowels, but why not make use of them and give them to someone that needs them, someone less fortunate or someone that's learning, rather than just let them collect dust. That's my thinking. Yeah, so if you want this kit, what I'm asking of you, if you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, it would really help me out if you could subscribe. And I'm going to pick out, maybe when I hit like 4,000 subs or something like that, I can pick a name out of a hat. We'll work something out so it's fair and transparent. We'll work something out where I can pull a name out of a hat and somebody wins this kit bag, someone that needs it. Of course, you got to live in the UK, like I say, and I'm happy to post it out to you. I've got like a big DeWalt carry bag that's brand new. I bought a nail gun recently, and it came with this massive like fucking sports bag, too big for the nail gun. Don't know why they sent it in that, but it's brand new zip bag. So the plan is to fire loads of kit. I've even got hawks and stuff, plastering brushes, cutting in brushes, water brushes, bucket brushes. I'll fire all that in the bag for you as well. But yeah, the plan is to fill this bag up, this goodie bag of my surplus kit. And as you know, because I was talking to my wife about this, she's laughed her head off. She's like, "Why would someone want your shitty old tools? They just go and buy some new tools." And says, "No, you're not getting this. The older a trowel is and the more it's worn in, the higher quality the finish. That's how it works. You don't want a brand new fucking trowel if you're learning. You want a trowel that's worn in, because you're going to get the best finish with it." Still didn't get what I was on about, but anyway. Yeah, if you want to win this kit bag, guys, if you're watching this, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, and it really helped me out. Once I hit 4,000 subs, I'm going to pull a name out of the hat. And here we go. Marcus should be better off having a garage sale. Come on, mate. These tools are clean. I've just wiped that one over for you. Look. Almost new. Almost new. I'm like the Dowell boy of the plastering world, aren't I? Marcus, when are we going to Bristol? When are we doing this spray render demo? And what have you got on today? Are you busy? Anyway, yeah, listen, I'm going to wrap it up there because I've been rambling on for a long, long time, and I've got work to go to. So have you. Joel Cook's up next on Trowel Talk. I'm going to post up his thumbnail later, which will be the event picture as well. And he's going to come on and talk to us about his journey and how, and also how we changed lanes as well, because he started off as a gypsum spread. I don't know if you're watching Cookie or not, but Joel started off as a gypsum spread, and he transitioned into spray render as well. So I want to pick his brains and ask him how we found it and how, if it was difficult or not. You know, investing in the machinery and things like that, which is, I suppose, a bit of an outlay for everyone. But anyway, listen, have a great day. It's Friday, so have an awesome weekend, and thanks for tuning in and watching this. Let me know your thoughts on my kit. Is it too old to give away? I think it's in good nick. And again, if you're a young lad needing a load of tools, you might have an apprentice, for example. Now, when I took Curtis on, I went out to Build Base, and where else did I go? Went to Salco's Build Base and went online, and I got him a load of kit, and then he fucked off. It didn't work out. So it's like, you know, why spend a load of money on your young lads and end up with a load of brand new tools that aren't worn in, that he's going to struggle with anyway because they're all brand new. When you can have these, which you know, we've only been used a handful of times, like I say. Have a good weekend, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And sorry if I've not acknowledged anybody that is on and watching, because again, I've got some issues with the streaming where I can't see who's. Joel Cook's just a comment from Cookie's just popped up. I think he's on YouTube. Good day, lad. Good morning, Joel. Thank you, mate, for watching this morning. Still getting used to this software, Joel, so bit of a delay. I don't know how Eric does all this every bloody week, trying to monitor everything and keep you entertained. Chris Davison, Alan's going to be turning in his grave looking at that flexi. Don't underestimate Alan, Chris. He had a massive sponge float last time I bumped into him, which he tried to hide, but I caught him with it and filmed him on the video. Now, joking aside, he's using his sponge to float up lime render, not to rub up multi-finish, and I agree with him 100%. What he's multi-finish for, but that's another debate. I know lads have tried. I know lads do that method and it works because I've seen it work. But I I'm not sure. I'm on the fence with sponge floating, and as far as flexible trowels go, I only use them for the money shot. That's it. I don't lay on with them. I don't finish with them. I don't close in with them. I don't cut in with them. I don't do anything with them other than just shine the wall up. I think most people would agree with that one. But this isn't, according to who sold it me, this isn't a flexible trowel. It's called a Mediflex. So apparently it's a halfway point between a laying on trowel and a flexible trowel, and then does the best of both worlds apparently. But this was Matt's old trowel, which he left behind, which is, again, he's used it a number of times, never had any issues with it. But because he's got his Warning Marshalltown extra light that we both used for like over a decade, this just was sat on the van. But it's a decent trowel. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. Thanks again for watching, and I'll drop you a post in later with the info for Cookie. Have a good one.